Hello, geeks and gamers, and welcome back to Nioh 2. Oh man, I hope you guys all had a fantastic holiday season. I took the entire month of December off for various reasons. One, I was working a lot more. Hours were picking up at work, as they tend to do around the season, working in retail. And because of that, I was mentally and physically just kind of drained. So I really just wasn't, I guess I needed some time off to just relax, but the holiday season is over now. During the holiday season, we also had, the last DLC for Nioh 2 release, The First Samurai. The other two, I had knowledge of them releasing before they did, and so I was able to kind of craft a build, before the season actually, or before the DLC came out. This time I didn't. So, you know, with the fact that I knew I was taking December off anyway, I started taking time to try to craft a good build to go into the last DLC, knowing I didn't really want to go beyond Dream of the Strong. But as you can see, I have knocked out pretty much most of the Dream of the Strong. I've knocked out all of the missions for the base game of Dream of the Strong, and I started on Tengu's Disciple. So we are going to be doing this DLC on Dream of the Strong, just to make sure it's still a bit of a challenge. I don't want to bounce it back to easiness of before, of last base difficulty. So that being said, let me show you the build that I worked on. So, we are going to be rocking out a martial arts badass fisty boy, and it's going to be a poison build. I played with a lot of different ideas. For a little while I was rocking out with an electricity build, which wasn't bad, but we've done it before. I want to say we did an electricity build for most of the base game, or like the last half of it. I also then was rocking a Purity and then a Corruption, and they weren't giving me the oomph. I know Purity and Corruption really start to come into their own in Dream of the Wise and Dream of the Nioh, where you can get some really badass gear for it. So finally I landed on Poison build. So let's do a real quick rundown. We are rocking these Chief Fists. Big reason here is that I wanted to focus more so on just pure damage potential. So these come with a static 4.4%, obviously, to melee damage. I was able to obviously roll Imbue Poison, low attack break, just because you guys know me, I like rocking in low attack. Same thing with life drain for low attack, so every time I pop an enemy I get 23 health back. And then melee key damage, because breaking an enemy's key or a boss's key is always super important, so if you can get that done, then you should do it. Next is just what we needed for the set that I'm rocking with this. I am rocking the whole complete set for the Kingo stuff, the cross sickles. I played around with a lot of different ones and was trying to see what I might be able to wear and get and put on that might give me the best stuff, and it just really wasn't packing the full oomph that just wearing the Kingo stuff was. Final blow damage is nice, but I was mostly after that additional 4% melee damage. Back damage, yes, that's cool and all, but I was really wanting that extra 15% melee key damage, which of course, alongside this, is giving me quite a bit of melee key damage. Master Archer's Bow, just to give me the static increased bow damage. Saika's Yarakarasu, to give me life drain every time I use it and smack somebody with a bullseye. Coiled Snake Helmet. This is the Pia de Resistance. I'm not French, so sorry if I butchered that. But I had to give a lot of dung balls to the crazy dung ball dude for him to finally give me the schematic for this. The big reason is because it comes with a static melee damage versus poison enemy of 16.1%. The rest of the stuff is just some stuff that I rolled onto it to try to get it as best I could. Again, obviously, some of the rolling and getting better stuff on the equipment really doesn't start to become super powerful until some of the higher difficulties. Of course, I am rocking my Yasakani Magatama, which has poison accumulation as well as more melee damage to poison enemy, and Toshi's Abacus, which, just like the other one, has poison accumulation and as well melee damage for a poisoned enemy. But Toshi's Abacus, also, anytime I kill an enemy, I move 90% faster. So rocking out with this, I think, is pretty badass. My picture scroll is just additional low attack damage, another 4%, active skill key damage, because this build uses a lot of active skills. As you guys will see, I do a lot of flipping around, kicking, bitch kicking stuff. It's awesome. And then, of course, just some more life. It's always good. As for what we're rocking over here, now I played around with the idea of using Yumahame. Because of that extra melee key damage. I suck, though, at Phantom. I tried to get better at using Phantom, and I'm just not. The melee key damage is nice, but doing key damage is not the focus of this build. Now, whenever I maybe in the future might rock out, just kind of like personal playthroughs, might rock out a Corruption build, melee key damage is going to be pretty cool. A lot of people might think, oh, since I'm rocking a poison build, that I would maybe go for the snake one. Where is it? Here we go. Shirohame, which gives me more poison accumulation. I thought about it. I really did. It's not a bad option. The thing that I really decided against was the fact that, well, one, the fists are already a very fast weapon, no matter what stance you're in, high, mid, or low. Being in low stance, though, I am almost, as long as my stamina my key is keeping up, I'm just like a whirling dervish of attacks. Shit's getting poisoned. I don't have to worry about poison accumulation. Now, if this had poison melee damage to poisoned enemies, it'd be a no-brainer. So I decided, hey, I am rocking a pure, just damage potential build. Nothing really screams pure damage potential like Atlas Bear. The faster winded recovery is nice, but an additional 5% to melee, and of course, 200 life drain on grapple. How fast I do have a tendency to break people's key leaves me in a position that I am grappling quite a lot of enemies, so having 200 health come back to me every time I do that is not a bad idea. Of course, for a poison build, no-brainer, we needed the Yatsunokami Soul Core on there to give me that additional 17% to melee damage. As well as we are rocking the Toxic Slime. Mostly, yeah, the static poison accumulation, another 8% on that. But as well as with it only having an attunement cost of 5, it was really easy to slot in there. And then, of course, the Rokubi Soul Core, just to give me the yokai ability damage of 20% when an enemy is poisoned. So what that is helping me do is Yatsunokami is pretty much my go-to for... If I'm in an enclosed area and I'm fighting somebody, I will bust him out, especially since the enemy I'm fighting is probably poisoned, so he does a crap ton of damage. So that is fantastic. Other than that, my skills in low stance, we're going to have Fractured Foe, which is just, you know, you pop, and smack somebody at the end of a combo. Because of the increased odds of me using that, that's the one that has my extra key damage. Iron Grip, I don't use it too often. Sometimes I end up using it just because I'm rocking out combos. Spin Kick, it's probably one of my favorite moves. I just love the spinny bitch kick. Reckless Charge, I don't use this too often. Sometimes I do if an enemy is being a turtly little bitch. Flying Fists, again, sometimes I just accidentally use this when I'm trying to dodge. Kick Cycle, this is badass. I honestly have played around with going ahead and letting this be the one that I do more melee key damage on, because it, just on its own, already blows through key. Outside of that, we'll take a quick look at my stats. So we're rocking 20 in Constitution just to have a nice baseline. Heart is currently at 15. I will probably put more into that. Courage is at 39. I was trying to get it to 40, but realized with this build I was not at B agility, so I had to stop putting things into courage and start putting them into stamina to get myself to B agility. So stamina is at 17, just the baseline to be at the B agility. Strength is at 85, skill is at 10, just to have a nice little baseline for that. Dexterity at 85, which gives me some real oomph with my ninjutsu. And magic is at 20, just to give me a little bit more power behind some of my magic that I use. And then if we go over here, static additional 36 to attack, that's cool. Low attack damage additional 4.9. But what I'm really looking at here is that I have a static additional 13.4% to my melee damage. My melee damage, oh sorry, let's take a look at poison accumulation is 34%. So like I said, things get poisoned very quickly. My melee key damage is 33%, but here is the real power. Melee damage versus poison enemy after everything is said and done comes out to 72.9% additional damage that I do as soon as an enemy gets poisoned, which, like I said, happens very quick. I've been rocking out with this build for a little bit now, and it gets brutal. It gets pretty nasty once I get everything properly taken care of, especially with the fact that I am rocking out the Invigorate talismans, weakness talismans to lower enemy attack, lower their defense. Poison shuriken. I've got these just in case an enemy is not wanting to get poisoned. These do poison pretty quickly. And then on this side, barrier talisman to increase my key recovery, power pill to increase my strength, steel talisman to increase my own defense. So, you know, once I go into a boss and I get set up, things get potent. Things get nice. So, after all of that being said and done, a freaking 12 minutes of me talking about this build, we are going to jump on in. Hope you guys are ready. I am. I've been wanting to play since it came out, but I've been having to, you know, resist so that way I could do it for the channel. Let's see what it's about. Considering this is probably the last Nioh content we will be getting from Team Ninja. I do believe they have said that they have no plans to make a third game. The demon, Otakamaru, unleashed his fury upon the people of the province of Is. Hellfire and lightning rained down upon the army of 30,000 men, all sent to put an end to the tyranny. 'Twas the time of need that a maiden descended upon the Suzaka mountains, sent from the heavens above. And here I come, looking like a badass. Oh, fucking owl thing. Stabbed it right in the eye. Brutal. Probably not. Oh, here we go, time traveling again. The hell? Did a whole ass dragon just come out of my sword? Oh, it's the first one. I thought if the first guy was just Otakamaru. Is this Otakamaru's human form? Brutal. Well, hello there, pretty demon lady. Oh, it was her dragon that came out of the sword. Was she the first wielder of the sword, then? I mean, it would make sense with it being the first samurai. Alrighty then. So let's just go ahead and jump right into Dawn of the Demon. It's actually not too bad. Starting off at level 238, I'm pretty sure I'm like level 260 something. Let's see. 249. Not bad. So it should still be just enough of a challenge. It appeared without warning. A shining dragon leapt out of the Sahayamaru. But what was it trying to show me? To find the truth behind all of this, I sensed that I must begin in the village depicted in the picture scroll. I've got... yeah, well, yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and get that increased item drop rate. Right not? As you can see, I've also refashioned my gear just to look, you know, more like a badass martial artist would, wearing a gi. You know, got my little face mask too, you know. All right. Also do have a Kodama sensor on, so I will be trying to keep an eye on the mini-map just to see if I can go ahead and collect all of the Kodamas while we're going through it. Nothing over here. I don't think I have any treasure sensors right now on my gear, so you will have to forgive me if I go all over the place looking for shit. It is really bright in this fucking village. Jesus. You say it like we haven't... You say it like this isn't the third time we've time traveled, Ninja Cat. It is like really bright. It's super saturated. I'm also sitting kind of close to the TV because I have still not bought another pair of headphones to kind of rectify the situation that we found ourselves in months ago. I'll get around to it, I think, now that Christmas and the holidays and spending all of my money is hopefully over for now. I do have the money set aside for a PS5 as well. Still just waiting on trying to be able to actually get one. Bip. God, I love that spinny bitch kick. Let me just turn that down. That was a bit louder than I intended. Might have to work on making sure that sound effects are down, but, well, I don't know. You know, because the audio is in Japanese, and I imagine most of, or all of the people that would be viewing this probably don't speak fluent Japanese, so. Alright, let's sneak up on one, and then we'll just bitch slap the other one. Ah. Da -da 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 -da. See, watch this shit. Dink, 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 dink. Like, it took me a little bit to get used to rocking out with the fists and what they're capable of. Not nearly as long as the split staff. Split staff, I think, still has the highest learning curve of all of the weapons. This DLC did not seem to give us a new weapon either. It's just me, or is there a Kodama supposed to be here? Or is it up there? There he is. So, out of all of the weapons, I still think the split staff had the highest learning curve. That being said, I've seen, you know, some of the gear sets that released with this DLC, and there is one that is, oh my god, amazing for a split staff build. So, oh, hey buddy. Another survivor. Wait, your clothes. You're an outsider. The village is done for. Only hell awaits us here. I don't know why you've come here, but let me give you some advice. Talk less. Head back to where you came from and don't look back. That was it, huh? Okay. Random Sohayamaru dude? Or Sohayaran? Whatever, you know what I'm saying. Like, I kind of want to turn down the brightness. This is... Oh my lord. Screen brightness. Is that a little better? It's a little better, I guess. Of course, enemies that can't be poisoned, I am just dealing straight up damage to them. There's not a lot of enemies that can't be poisoned. There's more enemies that are, like, completely resistant to... You guys need to chill. But there's a lot more enemies that are resistant to fire than, I think, any other element. Oh my god. Okay, guys. That's how we're playing it, huh? That's how we're playing it. Oh, at least they bowed to me. But yeah, that's how you guys want to play? Fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure fire has the most resisted element still. Hardly anybody is resistant to electricity, and then very few things are resistant to poison. Bitch. I don't need to fuck with those guys again. Okay, so where the hell did they even come from? Scambus Fist. That made me laugh the first time I got those in a drop. Okay, there's my bear. That's fine. Where did the other assholes go? Was he... I'm very confused. Like, why was he dead? I feel like he was an asshole that came... Like, did he come out and attack me? Also, what is going on with this sword right here now? Give me that 200 HK health back. The other problem as well is that the fists do use a lot of ki. Oh my god, does it burn through my ki fast as hell. So, you know, after I do get my ki recovery up to just put it at 40, I'll probably leave it there after that point, but then after that, if I'm going to continue rocking out this build, I am definitely going to need it to pump into heart and just try to get a massive amount of ki. I mean, yes, I do. If I'm going to continue, I need to get strength and dex up. So that's something I don't think I showed for my fist weapons. I have them strength and dex at A minus, a dual temper there, dual remodel or whatever you call it. Oh shit, he saw me. Ooh, but you're poisoned. See? God, that does so much damage when somebody gets poisoned. There's another one up here along with a Gaki. Okay, I should be able to get the drop on the Gaki though. Uh-huh. Get fucked. Now you say your big ass over there, man. I ain't even fucking with you. What is this? What is this showing me? What is there a dot here for? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is he up top again? So many Kodamas that are just out of reach. We just have to be sure that we keep looking at that mini Mao. Fuck, what saw me? Oh, he did. Fuck you. Oh, Oh, now he's over there. Those things are annoying to fight. They were annoying to fight in Nioh 1. They're annoying to fight in this one. Yeah, I was a little sad when I saw that Team Ninja doesn't really have any plans to do a Nioh 3. I kind of wonder why. Like, it's really seeming like the story could, you know? You could continue doing shit with this story, you know? You know, it's just more people coming to try to get the a hold of the spirit stones, you know. And maybe even have like a team up between William and your character here. Yeah, you keep walking, buddy. Ah, shit. There we go. Well, that went pretty smooth. I was worried that was going to be a much harder fight, but we ate. Hello. Are you a new enemy type? Can't really tell. It was pretty easy because I immediately fucking smacked him in the back. Didn't let him turn around. See, I checked in this house, right? Yeah, I went in there, went back there. I don't think I looked anywhere over here for anything. Doesn't seem to be anything, though. I can go up from right here. Grab all this shit. Hello. I meant to do a plunging attack, and didn't quite work out for me. You've probably seen me doing it, but it's also a really handy little move. If you are dodging and then you hit the attack button, he does a little sidekick, and it can be very useful for getting behind things, getting under people's guards. I didn't mean to actually fall off there, but whatever. Looks like this is going to open up a shortcut right back to the shrine, which is going to be a good spot, I think, to stop the episode, actually. Yes. So, alright. I know we didn't do too much in the way of this actual story, because I took half of the episode to talk about the build. We're going to rock for it. But, if you did enjoy today's episode, our first episode back of the new year, then, as always, be sure to do those things that we YouTubers ask you to do. And, until next time, game on.